Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today we're going to take a detailed, in-depth look at how to get ahead in some area of your life. Spirit is going to walk us through it, show you what you need to know, tell you what you need to know. There's some area in your life that you're trying to make some progress in, that you're trying to move forward in. Spirit wants to help you. So I've got all kinds of cards today to help us truly understand what Spirit wants us to know. So we'll start with an initial oracle card. And it is card 13. I am Kali. From death comes rebirth. And I'll put that over here. I'll pull some Lenormands here, and I'll save these ones for the end. We have the bear, the snake, choices, and fish. Interesting. Okay, I'm actually going to move these down here just to leave room for your full tarot card reading. Okay, all right. I'm going to move these over here as well, and we'll look at those at the end. All right. We're going to do a full Celtic cross, so let's take a look. I've pulled the cards ahead of time just to save time because I knew I was using a lot of decks. I've not looked at any of them, so we're all in this together. All right. So at the heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Cups. That's being crossed by the King of Wands in reverse. Base of the reading, we have the Magician. Recent past, the Tower. Crowning your reading is the Four of Cups in reverse. Near future, King of Swords. Your energy is the Five of Wands. The people, the environment around you, Queen of Pentacles. The advice from Spirit is Six of Swords in reverse. And the outcome is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. Okay, give me just a minute. I want to take all this in and get any initial messages from Spirit for you. Okay, give me just a sec. Okay, just I'm going to tell you this message just so I don't forget. I said, you're going to be going on a trip somewhere. Could be close, could be far. It'll be different for everybody. But this trip is, something is going to occur on this trip that is going to change your perspective about a situation, about this situation that you're asking about, wanting to know about. They're saying you're going to find out something you did not want to know. But when you find out, it changes everything. Okay? Okay. And the big message they're saying here is to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs we are giving you. They're important. It's really important. Because they will tell you everything you need to know. And you won't have to worry about doubting or questioning what's going on or what you should do. Okay. Interesting. That's okay. All right. Well, let's start with the cards. So, at the heart of the reading, you have the Queen of Cups reversed. This is a feeling of unhappiness with where you are, what you're doing. You're not comfortable, you're not content, you're just not happy. You're wanting to make a change so that you can be happier, but you're being crossed by the King of Wands in reverse. Spirit is saying that, hold on. Yeah, they're saying, okay, they're saying something about not having the energy to do it. So there's something you want to do, but partly you don't have the energy to do it. They're saying you're overwhelmed. You have too much going on. And there's a sense of like needing to take a break so that you can sort out your life and make a push in this situation that you want to move forward on. Spirit saying you're not resisting it. You're actually trying to get it all done. But there's only so much one person can do, can be expected to do. And you may be reaching your limit. So there's a challenge here, for sure. At the base of your reading, you have the Magician. This is also you. You are the Magician. Spirit's saying you don't need to force it. You don't need to force this situation. You don't need to make it work. You don't need to like double down, do more, get more done, squeeze in more things into every hour, every minute of every day. You need to focus your energy and your attention on what matters most to you. And everything else will fall into place. They're saying you are a magician. You can manifest the exact situation you want. If you're overworked and or overwhelmed, or you have too many responsibilities in your life that are not related to where you want your life to go, manifest something different. You can do it. You've been doing it your whole life, whether you know it or not. But if you look back and think about it, you'll see that that's exactly what you've been doing your whole life. You have it. This ability to conjure up a future reality and focus on it and create it out of nothing. That's who you are. That's one of your many gifts. And it's at the base of your reading for a reason. It's the base of you. It is who you are. So rather than spin your wheels and try and like do, a little bit here, a little bit there, not really making any progress, Spirit's saying stop. Step back. Reimagine the situation on your own terms. Okay. All right. Recent past, you have the Tower. You've been through some changes. Now, you've been through some changes in the past. Big upheavals, probably in the last 2 to 4 years, they're showing me, that have, they've really rocked your world. Like things that you felt were forever, or at least much longer term, you turned out to not be. You've experienced loss, disappointment, change, destruction. And some, for everybody it's a little different, but major disruption in your life. And so you're really, really just wanting to be happy again. And it's not that you've been unhappy. You're pretty dissatisfied right now. But it hasn't all been like miserable. But it has been a lot of change that has taken you away from your core and from where you want to be. But in reality, it's actually brought you closer to where you want to be. The changes just temporarily sort of split you apart, made you realize how temporary life is and how fragile situations can be. And it forced you to take all these pieces of yourself that have like turned to rubble in the past and put them back together the way you want them to be. Not the way anyone else does, but the way you do. And it has served you well. But now you're in a bit of a holding pattern. Okay. Crowning your reading. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. There is a knowing within you that things are going to turn out the way you want them to. Again, you're the magician. You already know things are going to turn out okay. There's a knowing. So you're not disappointed in how things have progressed or are progressing. You're just kind of tired of it taking so long and not knowing when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. Oh, you have something else you want to say about that? Hold on one sec. Okay, they're saying, so you have this knowing that everything is going to be okay, but there's also a sense of not knowing. There's this big ball of not knowing what to do next. What's happening? Like, you can see into the future in a way and say, I know that's where I'm headed. I know that's where I'm going. I know this is who I'm going to be or where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing there in the future. But there's so much confusion and doubt, like littering the path between the here and there, because you don't have all the answers. Spirit's saying, don't get upset by that. You're not supposed to have all the answers. All you need to do is just acknowledge that you don't have all the answers and keep moving forward. They're saying, do what we ask you to do. Go with the signs. Go with what we show you. Go with when you get that feeling that you can't shake. And sometimes you want to shake it. Sometimes you want to do something different. But you kind of know better. Stay with that. Stay right there. They're saying that's us helping you, guiding you, giving you advice. You may not be able to hear the words that we're saying to you, but you feel the energy. And you have to trust it. Because change is coming. Okay? All right, near future, we have the King of Swords. It won't be long before you take charge of your life and of your thoughts, most importantly. Again, I'm going to go back to this Magician. Got to keep your thoughts clean. King of Swords doesn't get distracted, doesn't second guess, doesn't doubt, doesn't feel failure or worry. He has a knowing, right? And on your best days, on a good day, you do too. You're absolutely this King of Swords. And then you fall back into worry and concern and doubt. But it won't be long before you're going to know you've done the right thing and that you're on the right path. So just be aware of that. Your energy is the Five of Wands. Okay, they're wanting me to show you, closely this picture. And it's almost like she's playing chess with these people, right? And in a sense, that's what you're doing. You're playing a game of chess. You're strategizing. You're trying to figure out, who to tell what move to make next, what to let go of, what to push forward. What moves do you need to make to get to the finish line, right? That's where you are. Around you is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay. All right. They're saying that this Queen of Pentacles is not, it's not a specific person. This is the energy around you, the environment around you. Whether you believe it or not, you are surrounded by abundance and creative fertility. Queen of Pentacles is fertility, right? We've got the bunnies and, flowers and trees. You're surrounded by abundance. And you do have to trust that wherever you go, whatever you do right now in your life, whatever direction you end up going, you are going toward abundance, even if it feels like you are not, because it's surrounding you like a circle. You can't make a wrong move right now, but you can go in a direction that takes you further away from your goals or closer to them. And that's what we're trying to address here in this reading. The advice from Spirit is the Six of Swords reversed. They're saying be patient. The time to leave, the time to move on is coming soon. The time to, depending on your situation, obviously, the time to cut ties and move on. The time to change a habit and move on. Again, the time to leave. Grab onto whatever resonates with you, but the time to make a change and to, push the past behind you and move away into a new future is coming very soon. But you've got to be patient right now. Don't jump the gun. You've got to be there at the right time, in the right place, in the right moment, to make this work to the best benefit for you, in the best way. Okay. My arms aren't long enough. The outcome, King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, hold on one second, they're saying something. Okay. For some of you, not everyone, I'm sure, but for some of you, what they're saying is you're not going to be working for the man much longer. Now, that could be in a figurative sense, meaning you're going to go start your own business, right? You're not going to be working for another company or for a boss. You're going to be working for yourself. For some of you, you have a boss that is a man, and you're not going to be working for that man much longer. By your choice, by your decision. For others, it is leaving behind something that has felt overpowering. And you're going to move forward like on your own terms in some way. Okay. All right. We're going to clarify some of these cards and get a little deeper for y'all, okay? All right. They want to clarify the King of Wands, which is your antagonist card. The card that's crossing your energy right now. Preventing you from feeling happier, from getting what you want. And it's the Page of Swords reversed. Hold on one second. Yeah, they're just saying quiet. Quiet. I thought they were telling me to be quiet, but no, they're go ahead, Spirit. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, they're saying you're not hearing from anyone. You're not getting the information you need. It's quiet. There's not enough engagement. This is partly why you're feeling so unhappy. Something doesn't feel engaged. It feels like there's a disconnect with where you are or what you're doing. And it has you feeling like you don't know how to move forward. You don't know what to do next because you're like at a loss. Somebody's not telling you something. That's what it comes down to. Something that you feel like you need to know. Why are they not telling them? Spirit's saying it's not the right time. They will. But don't let that hold you back. You don't have to have all the answers. Okay, fair. All right, we're going to clarify the King of Swords now. This is coming up in your near future. Judgment. Yeah, there's a wake-up call coming. You may get this wake-up call when you travel. Remember we said early on you were going somewhere. For some it will be travel, like you're literally like maybe getting on a plane, going somewhere far, but not everybody. For some you're going somewhere else. Possibly somewhere different, somewhere else. Like not to your like where you go to work every day or the same places you go to all the time. It's some place that you go to rarely or have never been. Someplace you don't go very often, near or far, but you're going somewhere. Anyway, this wake-up call may happen while you're traveling, while you're going, or while you're at this place. Again, they're saying you're going to hear something. Again, they're saying something, you're going to hear something you didn't want to know or didn't think you needed to know. But you do need to know it, and you do need to hear it. And when you do, it will change everything. And you become the King of Swords. You no longer doubt. You no longer question. You no longer worry. Your mind is clear as crystal. And you can see the way forward. That's when everything changes for you. But you have to be paying attention. If you aren't paying attention to the signs, if you ignore a red flag that comes your way, if you're not listening, you won't hear what you're meant to hear. Now you're going to hear it eventually, right? If you miss it now, it'll come back around. But Spirit's saying, listen now. This is coming relatively soon. They're saying in the next month or two. Possibly less for some of you. Just listen. Pay attention. You'll know when you hear it because everything will change for you. Your whole mind will go from like muddy and questioning and hoping and having good moments and bad moments to crystal clear. And you're going to know what to do. Okay. All right. You want me to clarify the Five of Wands now? This is your energy. And you have the Emperor reversed. Not only are you strategizing and trying to play the game, right? Trying to figure out where the pieces need to go in order to win. They're saying you're also trying to avoid confrontation with an authority figure. You're really trying to avoid them altogether. And by authority figure, I mean it could be a boss. It could be a superior in some way. It could be anyone in your life who, in some way, like feels like they can tell you what to do. You know, not necessarily in a terrible way, but just someone who, generally they're older. They carry more of this boss energy. So if this is not a job situation for you, just know it's somebody that has some boss energy that you're trying to avoid because you're not sure how to handle it. Okay. Anything else you want to say about this, Spirit? Okay, they're saying you're going to take it to the next level the next time you see this person. What does that mean, to the next level? Oh, the next level of wanting to avoid confrontation. They're saying you cannot avoid it forever. It doesn't have to be bad. Like, confrontation doesn't have to be bad. Like, maybe confrontation's not the right word. But that's what you feel like you are avoiding, is confrontation. But okay. They're saying there needs to be an honest conversation between you. And if it becomes confrontation, it does. But chances are it won't. Spirit's saying it's really not going to end that way. It's not going to go that way. It's a matter of you saying your piece and doing what you need to do, rather than silently, quietly strategizing behind the scenes and keeping this person at arm's distance. Okay. So just know that's coming. You're going to face this person. It doesn't have to be ugly. It can be constructive. It can be diplomatic. It can even be kind. But it has to be honest, or it will get you nowhere. And all it will do is continue to frustrate you. And what you're looking for is clarity. Okay. Fewer questions, more clarity. That's what you should want. You know, if you're thinking about leaving a situation, a job or whatever, and you're not sure, you don't know when, you're not sure what it's going to take, avoiding the situation isn't the answer. It's not going to just fall into your lap magically. You need to ask questions. Be inquisitive. Be someone who wants to know the answers, the reasons why. Be willing to do the pushback and get some pushback yourself. Be that person and you'll get what you need. Okay. We're going to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. This is the environment around you. Oop. And the Death card in reverse. Okay. So the environment around you is, again, it's abundant, it's prosperous. There may be a lot of money around you, meaning the situation that you are looking at leaving could also involve leaving money behind or something valuable behind. And there's a sense of not wanting to do that, a fear of doing that, of holding back. But remember what we said about the Queen of Pentacles. You are surrounded by abundance. So if you leave one source of abundance behind because it no longer serves you, you will head to a new abundant life. You don't need to be afraid of leaving money behind. Whatever it is that feels so valuable to you that you sometimes hesitate leaving. They're saying you can afford to be fearless right now, believe it or not. Not yet, right? At the right time. But just know that when the time comes, don't be afraid of what you're leaving behind. You're feeling the way you do because it has to go. It has to change. And you have to move on to where you're meant to be. That's where your abundance lies. Right now, it's like you are inside of someone else's abundance. You're sitting on someone else's pile of gold, but it's not yours. You just get a piece of it, and that's going to change. Again, take the gold as it resonates. It doesn't have to be money. For a lot of you, I think it is money, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Swords reversed as the advice, please? And we have the Star reversed. You're going to take your time. You're going to wait for the right moment. Okay. They're saying you're going to be the Star reversed. What does that mean? They're saying you're going to start believing in you first. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. This star is not the opposite of star, right? The star is optimism, it's hope, it's glory, it's achieving your dreams. In this case, it becomes internal. And the advice is to believe in yourself first, to give yourself the credit, to trust yourself, to tell yourself you have what it takes. You've got to build that star up within you before you can shine that star for everyone else to see. Until it's internalized and you believe it within yourself, no one else will see it. So if you've been struggling to make progress on something, which obviously you have if you're here, it's because part of you doesn't quite believe it yet. Part of you doesn't know that you're good enough, that you deserve it, that you have what it takes. But you do have what it takes. And the sooner you start internalizing that and believing it, the sooner this star will turn around and everyone else will see it. And that is when you start making real progress. That's when people will start to notice. Thank you. That was a nice description, Spirit. Thank you. All right, let's look at the outcome. You have the King of Pentacles reversed. Spirit saying goodbye to the man. For good. Bye-bye. You're so sassy sometimes. And we have Temperance reversed. Okay, they're saying you're not going to be stuck in the middle anymore. If you, I don't have the traditional tarot deck here, but if you can imagine the traditional Temperance card, the woman has like one foot on the ground and one in the water, and she's pouring cup from one to the other. She's in the middle, right? Between these two things, making magic happen. She's creating alchemy. between these, between earth and water. You're not going to be in the middle anymore. You're going to be your own star. You're going to be the boss of your own life. And you're going to be creating your own magic for yourself. And that's what you really need to know. More than anything. Okay, they want to give you one more card. One more outcome card. Okay. And then we'll get to the cards over there. Two of Swords. You're no longer going to doubt. You're no longer going to... It's another message of being stuck in the middle. But your eyes will no longer be closed. Your eyes will be open. You'll be making decisions for yourself. You'll know what you want and you'll be doing it. That's how you move your life forward, move your situation forward. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's talk about these other cards here. I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. Something is ending. Don't rush it. Transformation takes time and it happens in its own space and in divine timing. But it is coming. Something is coming to a close and rebirthing. Like they're showing me like a sprout or a shoot coming, just pushing up out of the soil and blossoming. All right, we're going to come back to the Lenormand cards. We've got the bear and the snake. They're saying, again, it's time to confront this boss energy. Whoever this authority figure is, this person who is in a superior position, who tries to tell you what to do, or does tell you what to do. Not necessarily in a bad way. They may be a good person. They may treat you well, but there's some beef. There is some beef here that you have kept quiet in order to maintain the peace. The time to speak up is coming. The Spirit's saying it's now. Yeah. It doesn't have to mean confrontation. It just means honesty. Let them know where you stand, and then you will learn where you stand. And then we have choices and fish. They're saying the world is going to open up to you. You have so many abundant opportunities ahead of you. The fish represents abundance. Okay. All right, let's take a look at these other cards. All right, we have daily habits, self-care, morning, evening success routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, and subliminals. All right, they're saying with this card, you got to take care of yourself. Again, going back to the beginning, you're working yourself to the bone. You're working so hard. You are doing everything you're supposed to do and more. You're trying. But are you giving yourself the space to, just like let your soul heal at night? Get a good night's rest. Wake up with a fresh mind. Are you giving your spirit a chance to enjoy life again? You've got to start making self-care a habit, a daily habit. It's important. It's as important as anything else you're doing. That's funny. And then we have trying too hard. And didn't we just say it? Just say it. You're trying too hard. Trying too hard just creates resistance. It just creates a more tired, fatigued, exhausted, frustrated you. Step back. Remember who you are. You're the magician. Recreate your situation subliminally, right? Do it with your energy. Do it with your thoughts. Do it in your mind. Don't do it by trying to force things. All right, we got a fortune cookie card. That's funny. And your card is burnout. Again, it's just reiterating this message about doing too much, but not making enough progress. Spinning your wheels on the wrong things. You'd be better off spending 30 minutes meditating than chasing down emails or, whatever it is you do. And obviously there are some things that have to get done, but there are some things that don't have to get done. And you do them anyway because you want to be good at what you do. But all it's doing is draining your energy. You're feeding this energy that's meant to help you progress, and you're feeding it into a bottomless pit that's going nowhere. All right. Last one is a postcard from Spirit. And I'll hold it up in case, I know some people like to take a screenshot and read it, like save it for later or whatever, but I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to Spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly, Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who you are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did." And I think a lot of good messages there about loving yourself, right? Trusting yourself, believing in yourself, but also being honest, being vulnerable, sharing how you really feel with someone who needs to know how you really feel. They're saying it's the only way to be free. You can't be free while you're holding something in and hiding it from the people around you. You have to open up and be honest and say how you feel and speak your mind. They're saying you can be careful, you can be compassionate, you can be kind and diplomatic. You don't have to fight with them to be honest with them. But you really do need to be honest with them. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? No? Okay. All right, y'all. That is all I've got for you. I hope that gave you what you needed to move your situation forward, to move your life forward. Really in-depth reading. I really hope that all those messages resonated. If they did, please give this video a thumbs up. It just helps other people find my channel and my videos so that they can get the messages they're meant to see as well. And thank you so much for your comments and your likes and your subscribes, and most importantly, just for being here and watching these videos. I really appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.